when I found out I was having a child, I did everything in the world to try to convince her not to have the child. I said everything you could imagine. I even have a friend, close friend of mine, who was in the same situation and explained to him that I even had a friend of mine who was in the same situation and explained to him that, listen, it looks like I'll be having a child. I don't know what I'm going to do. And he said, oh, you in the same situation too? So we both were trying to find ways to not have kids, and he ended up having a baby boy, and I ended up having a baby girl. Yeah, but what you have to understand about this is just one perspective of many about black men. You know, men in general, and then we're talking about black men, is, you know, when we see a female, when we see a situation, we're honestly thinking about what's going on now and what's going to happen in 2 hours or 3 hours. At the end of the night, very few men have that foresight to look into the future. So it's, you know, short-sighted. We're just looking at what's going on now. So no, there isn't any preparation. You don't anticipate getting this person pregnant because there's all types of ridiculous techniques and things that, you know, men do. So no, the men are not looking in terms of 3 months from now, 6 months. Majority of the men, not all. That's why, you know, one of the reasons why a lot of babies are born out of wedlock. It takes two, but from the male's perspective, you know, he's just thinking about right now. How do I feel about 70% of black children being raised by their mother? Well, I feel sad. It's very unfortunate. I definitely understand. I even over-understand the situation. Just from, you know, going to school and just living in an urban environment. I totally understand. So I do feel very sad about it. The blame, all right, I mean, honestly, when it comes to why are people of color in this situation like this, honestly, you can throw blames every which direction. But the bottom line is the black man, right? The black boy, which one day becomes a man, right, is not used to having a certain structure. Most of the men, they're not around. So because they're not around, right, it means nothing to continue the cycle without realizing that they're continuing the cycle. See, right, one of the things I do is I'm a community organizer. That's my job, right? And one of the things I quickly recognize is that we have a lot of single parents, and not just people of color, who have two jobs. So therefore, if you're not home, you know, and you're too busy, you know, working, your child doesn't get that attention in that family structure, right? That's a serious problem and a serious concern in our community, in the urban community, big time. Another problem that we have as people is that I'm gonna drop a gem on you. All right, we all know this. The black woman is the backbone to any family. She's willing to do above and beyond more than any black man would. All right, I've seen more mothers willing to work in laundromats, McDonald's, housekeeping than any black man. Now, there's nothing wrong with that, but the thing is, the black man has an ego. I know. I have an ego. There are certain things that I wouldn't do, that I will refuse to do. But through the process of me just being wise and just being a little bit fortunate, then I haven't been in that predicament. But that's one of the problems that we have. Men aren't around, and the men that are around, they're not willing to do certain things. At some point in time, women get fed up. I was born with both parents. In my neighborhood, that doesn't really happen much. But I do feel a sense of, I do feel bad. Some type of remorse for not having the same family structure that I grew up in. the black woman as a strong, persevering, um, God-loving creature that was put on this earth to be able to be a provider, a nurturer, someone we can, a lover, someone that you can, grow with.